What's good, everybody? It's your boy KG London, aka the London Session Specialist, aka the Wolf of Wall Street. And today we're going to be doing a market analysis for this week, right? So we're going to start with the DXY. We're going to start with the DXY just now. Let me do this. Allow me to do this to change the colors real quick. Let me go to the ICT original. All right, so start on the monthly at least. Yeah, so for this week we do not have any heavy hitters in terms of news events. So there is no CPI, there is no FOMC. Last week we had NFP on a Friday. So this week we don't have anything of that nature. So we took out sell side liquidity, right? Previous 2 months, last 2 months, we took out sell side liquidity. Last month we closed above, and this week I'm anticipating we push to the upside, going to the buy side, right? Going to the buy side. So I'm bullish for this whole month. So on the way there, we're just going to be taking out more liquidity. That's just going to be up here, right? So I'm seeing bullish. I'm bullish on dollar for this month. So just going to be doing a quick one. So as you can see, we took out sell side liquidity, went all the way to the upside, broke this market structure high here, and we rebalanced last week. Let's see, what is it that we have? So we rebalanced last week coming inside of an FVG, and we had this breaker block as our key level. So it closed above, came back for a rebalance, and then now we're pushing to the upside, right? So for this week, what can we anticipate on the dollar index? So looking at things, I'm still bullish because last week we opened, dropped inside of the FVG, which is a confluence of breaker block right here. So we opened, dropped inside of that, and then we closed very bullish, right? So for this week, I'm still anticipating us to be bullish, right? So the daily can let us know what's what. So that's the key level that we bounced from, and then we closed bullish, right? Tapping inside of a key level. So now it's just the thing of marking our key levels. We can price make a reversal going all the way to the upside, right? So Monday is just gonna leave it for today to create like a swing high, right? To create like a swing high for us, and just gonna start engaging price starting from Tuesday, right? So it's all about having like an anchor or a key level. Having an anchor or a key level. This is the opening of the OB, and this is a bullish inverse of the FVG. So around these levels, this is where I'm anticipating price to make a reversal, right? So today we might just drop inside. Maybe tomorrow we get something like low of the week. Low of the week could come in, or Wednesday, I don't know, I'm not sure. But I'm just gonna leave Monday open, and then coming into Tuesday, that's when I'll be looking to start engaging price, right? So one would say you can take the fib from there to there. So you can do that as well, mainly because of we don't have a swing high as yet in on the daily time frame. This is the last swing high that we had. So they're going to use that one, or you're going to use this one and just waiting for price to come back inside of the range. And I can just go to the lower time frame as well. Yeah, so the order block aligns with the rejection block right here, but as you guys can see, we do have a nice order block here, which is a key level. So on the 1 hour time frame, probably trying to see something like this, and then we start going to the upside. So obviously it's all going to depend what's going to be happening here, right? So it doesn't mean when price gets here, people must start selling fiber or cable. That's not what I'm saying. And this is, this is not a signal. This is just the market analysis, right? This is not a signal. This is not financial advice. So this is what I'm anticipating to happen, right? Is it going to happen today, tomorrow? I don't know. I'm not sure. We'll just see. I don't know. I'm not sure. We'll just see. But I'm bullish on dollar, right? So I mean, anything can happen around here, but this is where I'm anticipating to see some sort of reversal happening. So we'll continue. So this is the wait a minute. So this is the pound dollar. This is a pound dollar. So this is the quickest key level that I'm seeing where we reacted from. So now prices going to the downside, tackling sell side liquidity. So this is my sell side liquidity target, right? So down here we have a key level, which is a rejection block. This is a rejection block. So I'll drop down to the weekly, right? So that's my rejection block. And then I have a previous weekly low, which is liquidity, right? So, but looking at how we closed last week, we closed bullish, right? We closed bullish last week. So I'd wait for confirmations on the daily telling me that we're still going to the downside. So, but what I have after we close bullish, we have this previous weekly high, right? Could we go all the way sweep and then drop to the downside? It is possible. It is possible. But I'd like to look at the daily. What is the daily telling me, or what is the daily saying, right? So, but looking at the daily, I don't really think would go all the way up there. So the daily is making things much more clearer for me right now. So again, I'll stick to the DXY analysis, and this is my order block that I'm seeing. So we could see price rallying, hit the order block, and then start dropping to the downside. So another key level that we have is this one right here, which is an order block. This is why price is reacting from it. So the next time price comes through to it, it might act as a breakup block, right? So if price does this and then we break below, and then we're just gonna hit it and continue going to the downside. So again, it's all going to depend on what's going to happen when price reaches the order block, right? It's all going to happen when we all want to see what's going to happen when price reaches the order block. So just like the DXY, just want to see price pushing towards the upside, and then when I see some sort of structure that's going to be happening like this. So again, this is not a signal. This is not a signal. It's just an analysis. But this is what I'm looking at, looking for price to happen, right? Because here we took out sell side liquidity. I mean buy side liquidity. Sorry, broke market structure. We had this huge imbalance, indicating that smart money is in. So hence we just want to see some sort of reversal happening here. And yeah, this is what I have for GBPUSD. Okay, yeah, but this is the sell side liquidity that we're still targeting. This is first red line, the next second red line down there, right? So yeah, so this is the key level. So hence I'm saying if we get the reversal here, then we would see something like this dropping down to the downside there. So it would be in agreement with the dollar index. So I'll move to the euro dollar, start on the monthly chart as well. So with the euro dollar, what we had was an order block here, got a reaction from an order block, and we started pushing to the downside as well, right? So we do have a key level right here, and we do have a rejection block right here, but there is liquidity there. There is liquidity there, and if we having a strong dollar that side, with no obstruction, I think this one's also just gonna start melting, right? Because I think long term wise, I just see this all of this as liquidity, right? So long term, I think we might drop all the way into here, right? 1,03923. So around these levels, right? So basically filling in an imbalance that's here, dropping all the way inside of this. So I'll drop to the weekly time frame. And looking at the weekly time frame, last week, we reacted from this breakup block here, right? And we took out buy side liquidity. So we took out buy side liquidity and we closed very bearish. So for this week as well, looking at the DXY, strong dollar. So we'll drop to the daily time frame and try to catch something there. So looking at this one, I think the first thing that I'm just seeing or noticing is this key level right here, which is a breakup block, right? So could price hit here and continue dropping? It's going to depend on what we see or what's happening on the dollar, on the dollar index, right? So, but I'd like to see them coming a bit, you know, more inside, because we have a volume imbalance here. Oh, I don't know what's happening, but we have what's going on. Okay, so we have a volume imbalance right here, right? And then we have a BPR here. So I'd like to see it, you know, maybe coming through for all of this before dropping to the downside, but it can just hit here and then start dropping, you know. So I don't know which one we get in, but Monday I'm not looking to engage. I'll only start engaging starting on Tuesday, right? Starting on Tuesday, so I can drop to the 1 hour time frame. I can drop down to the H1. So this one, same as the pound, we have more like a similar structure, right? Where we just took out buy side liquidity, started dropping. So again, with this one, we could see something price coming through and then price dropping to the downside. So again, it's only going to depend what we're seeing on Tuesday, right? What we're seeing on Tuesday is market structure aligning with all our key levels, or is market structure breaking our key levels, right? So it's all going to depend on that. So I'll continue dropping to, we have gold. I'll start on the monthly on gold as well. So on the monthly gold, what happened was we took out buy side liquidity. So this one as well, long term, you know, it's a bit tricky, but you know, I'm still looking at this FVG here, right? Price dropping all the way coming inside of an FVG, but again, that's more of a long-term perspective. But for now, I'll be looking to take out the sell side liquidity, right? Drop all the way, take out the sell side liquidity, mainly because of the dollar index is very strong, right? I'm bullish on dollars, so that's why my analysis is like this. So it's just waiting for the weekly time frame to align with the monthly time frame, and so far it's not yet aligning. So what I'd want to have is a key level on the weekly time frame, which is an order block, right? We have this order block, so I'm just going to mark that rejection block for now. I'll have that rejection block, and I'll have the opening of the OP, which is a confluence of a volume imbalance right there. And we do have a previous weekly high there as well, right? Because last week we closed bullish. So I don't know, maybe we could sweep liquidity first, dropping, hit an order block, and then start dropping to the downside, mainly because of the bullish dollar. But again, I understand that the dollar is bullish, but I like treating gold as more of an independent chart. You know, I do follow the dollar index, but you know, I like giving it, you know, extra, you know, attention, because I understand it can be its own piece to this one. You know, it can do its own things at any given time. So it's going to depend how we're closing for today. You know, if we close bullish, I'd anticipate, you know, bullish prices up until we hit a order block there, and refining everything, maybe coming inside of this order block, and then that's when we'd start seeing price, you know, taking a sweep, dropping to the downside, right? So this is what I have on the higher time frame. So I'll drop to the 1 hour time frame. So again, it's all going to depend what we have at the end of the day. So today I'm not looking to engage price at all, unless, you know, during the New York session I see something nice, maybe a reaction around here, and price is looking to go to the downside. So this is sell side liquidity for now, right? This is the order block. So if price is somewhere around this level and I see that price wants to go to the downside, I'll gladly take price, go sweep liquidity on gold. But you know, it's a Monday again, I really don't want to be doing too much. So depending on how we're going to close today, you know, if we close bullish, so would like to see price doing this, coming inside of here, and then only start dropping to the downside. So this is where I'm going to end with my analysis for this week. So so just keep an eye on all of the pairs that I share with you guys, and we'll do it again maybe midweek. And yeah,